So if we look at this chart, it's going to tell us the performance of NIO stock. So if we look at one day, of course, it's up about 5.65 percentage. If we look at 5 days, so within 5 days, it's been up about 9%. When we stretch 1 month, NIO within a month has been down almost 3%. If we go to a year to date, which we see NIO is down 19%. If we look at 52-week range, NIO is down 25%. But if we stretch all the way to 5 years, we look at NIO is about only 26%. Max all the way, NIO is only up about 37%. So this is just a chart. What's gonna tell us a lot, but we are focusing on the forecasted future for NIO stock, how much is going to be. That's what I'm going to talk about on this video, and then I'm gonna give you a little introduction of NIO, and we're also gonna look at earnings report for this year compared to what they're going to have for next year, because that will determine the price of the stock, how much is going to be. If we look at here, market cap right now of NIO is about 14 billion. Volume, it has a high volume, 55 million share been traded, because this is NIO. This is traded on New York Stock Exchange. The actual stock itself, the original one, is on Hong Kong, but this is called NIO ADR, which is traded on US dollar, and it's 823 right now. We look at the revenue is 6 billion. Net income is 2 billion, but that number, don't get that number deceived you. I'll show you in a bit. We'll look at share outstanding right now. They are 1.78 billion. EPS is, earning per share is minus 1.74, or forward PE of 34. All these numbers don't confuse you, but we look at the one of the main number. A 52-week range is between 7 to 16. So with that price, if you look at the, that's almost 50% down from where it was. And also, if you buy at that price, it's almost more than 100% up. So we look at the price target based on analysts, is about 49% if you buy at this price today. But this is the lowest of the range. I'm going to show the real price, how much NIO is going to be if you buy today, or at these prices. For some people might not know what NIO does. So NIO, if you live in North America, we know Tesla. So NIO is literally like a Tesla of China. So NIO Inc. Design, develop, manufactures, and sells smart electric vehicle in China. It offers a 5 and 6-seater electric SUV as well as smart electric sedan. The company also offers power solution, including power home, a home charging solution, power swap, a battery swapping service, a power charger and destination charger, power mobile and mobile charging services through charging vans, Power Map, an application that provides access to a network of public chargers and their real-time information, and one-click power valet services. So they offer a lot. I think this charger swapping battery is one of the most cool features. So your battery dies, they can come in, they can swap, you get a new one. You know what I mean? Also, van destination charger. So if you get stuck on the highway, they can come and actually charge your car, quick booster charger, and there they go. So it's a pretty good service they have. It's a pretty much, their car is not par to what Tesla is right now, but their service, I really like their service. I think they have a better service than Tesla. We look at, but unfortunately, we don't have this in North America. It's only in China, and right now they're expanding in Europe. So we look at the in the industry, they're auto manufacturer, and sector, they're consumer discretionary. They have about 26,000, almost 27,000 employee, and ticker symbol is NIO or NIO, right? IPO was September 12, 2018. So it's been, a few years, and stock exchange is New York Stock Exchange. And the main news that they have, NIO cuts workforce amid fierce competition. Okay, so they cut, of course. Their CEO, of course, hinted that they're gonna be massive competition, and that way they don't need as many people. So the news was received well by Wall Street, because once they cut that 10% of workforce, or what they're projecting to cut, we saw the stock went up about 5%. Actually, it was all the way to 10%, and but it closed about 5%. So that was a good news for them. So, but we're going to look at the numbers. So this is just a brief overview for NIO stock price, their price prediction, which is the lowest range. I'm going to show the highest one, and also the introduction of NIO and what the news drove the market to go up for NIO. So I'm going to show you other things, which is going to be the numbers here. These numbers are, I think, one of the most important thing for you to watch. By the way, so if it's first time, make sure you subscribe on this channel, because you're going to get this type of news, and make sure you don't miss it. And also, if you like this content, just give a like. Stock price forecast. So according to 11 analysts, the average 12 months stock price forecast for NIO Inc. is 12.33 from that price where it is right now, which predict an increase of 50% almost, right? The lowest target is $8, which is right now, and the highest is 18 on average. Analyst rate NIO stock as a buy, right? So most analysts, it's a buy right now. See, analyst consensus is a buy. We look at the range that they have here. So the highest at this point, based on their earning for this year, is $18. So if you buy at $8, you will get about 100 and almost 120%. If it's a median, if it goes to 11.5, that's about 39%. But if it goes to $12, which is average, meaning average analyst, they predict is going to be about 12.33. That it is almost 50%. Lowest is $8, which is going to be -2. So all in all, there's no much downside for NIO. I'm going to show you the graph. Actually, if we go back here, I can show you. If we look at the 5-day range, we can see the support is about 723. That's the support for NIO. That means it doesn't go much down than that, because it's retested a lot of time, and then the when it comes to 323, 328, that seemed to be more resistance. That means it doesn't want to go up more than that, because it has retested a few times. You can see there, it went up again, it goes there. It keep retesting the resistance, it doesn't go up. So that's the indication. But when we look at the downward, it doesn't go past 723. So it's a good news that if you buy today at this price, it's not going to fall more than at least $8 based on analysts, right? So, but if we look at the average, the highest, actually, this is the number I'm looking for, right? This is 120%. So, but even if you don't get that one, you get average, that's 50% from where it is right now, and that range is just within a year, right? Analyst rating. So the average analyst rating for NIO stock is 11. Stock analyst is a buy. This means that analysts believe this stock is likely to outperform the market over the next 12 months, which is about a year from now. But that's within. That means it might go up more, or it may go up to that price before that 12 months period. We look at these are analysts. You can see strong buy, strong buy, strong buy. There's no even sell. Pretty much all of them. This guy, this Bernstein is hold. Deutsche Bank is strong hold, and we look at the Bank of America Securities hold. JP Morgan, Bank of America Securities buy. Strong buy, actually. When you look at a JP Morgan is hold. So these numbers, why these analysts think that the stock will go that way? Because we want to see numbers, right? If you look at the numbers, so we look at the financial forecast. Revenue this year was only 64 billion, and that was 29% up, right, from 49 of last year. But look next year, what happens? It's going to be 26 billion, which is about 54% up. So when that hits next year report, of course stock will go up massively, right? So EPS right now, so earning per share this year is $10.18, right? From 89. So that was a little bit did actually hurt the stock, because it was like earning per share was it went up from where it was last year. But look at next year. Next year is going to be a 5. That's almost a 50%. That from 10. So earning per share, instead of being minus 10, is just going to be only minus 5. So that's a pretty good news. That's almost a 50% up. So that's a really good. We look at the revenue for forecast for 2024 is 98 million. If we go 2025 is it's 127. So it keeps going up about 29%. If we look at the 2026 is up, 2027 is 174. It's going up, right? So that's a pretty good. And of course, earning per share, we look by 2026 it turns about positive 1.90, and then it's going to 6% by 2027. So that's almost 200%, from where it is right now. We look at the revenue forecast, right? Revenue growth forecast, right? So by 2024 is 116%. We look at the 2025 is 88, 2026 everything is positive. The lowest will be on minus 17. That was the lowest. So still look really good. We look at EPS, which is earning per share growth. It's also looking by 2027 will be massively, right? So that's really good. So that's all. I just want to give you an update on NIO stock and what the stock forecast it is. Of course, if you want to have exposure to EV, especially from China, you might have Tesla. But if you want to something different, then this is a strong buy at these prices. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Till we meet again on next video. Bye bye.